files a suit with Kraft for $5 million, saying the Velveeta shell and cheese takes longer to prepare than the packaging claims. And Virginia Walmart worker who escaped the shooting files a $50 million suit. That's the story we start off with. I'm Anthony Martinez, and the Walmart worker who escaped the shooting at the Virginia Walmart is now filing a $50 million suit after saying she complained about the workers' bizarre behavior. Here's more. A Walmart worker who was shot at during last week's mass killing in a Virginia store files a $50 million lawsuit, saying she wrote a formal complaint about the shooter's bizarre behavior 2 months ago and nothing was done about it. Danya was in the break room at the Walmart Supercenter in Chesapeake when the gunman stormed in and started firing bullets on November 22nd. She ran from the room as bullets whizzed by her head, barely missing her, filed Tuesday in Chesapeake court. 6 people were killed and several others were injured. The suspect, Andre Bing, 31, an overnight team lead, died by suicide. The lawsuit alleged that Walmart should have known that Bing was a violent and could harm others after the store got numerous reports about him, including a formal complaint she wrote on September 10th. In the complaint, she says Bing had bizarre and inappropriately commented on her age. The lawsuit says that she also complained to the store that he had harassed her for being poor and being short. The entire Walmart family is heartbroken by the loss of the valued members of our team, the company said Tuesday. In quote, our deepest sympathies go out to our association and everyone impacted, including those who were injured. We are focused on supporting all of our association with significant resources, including counseling. In the lawsuit details other incidents involving Bing, including one in which he is alleged to ask Danya whether she liked guns. He also told colleagues and managers that he would retaliate if he were ever fired, and repeatedly asked coworkers whether they had their active shooter training according to the suit. In quote, coworkers responded that they had. Mr. Bing just smiled and walked away without saying anything, end quote. Upon information and beliefs, Mr. Bing had a personal vendetta against several Walmart employees and kept a kill list of potential targets prior to the shooting. It was the deadliest store shooting since May, when a white gunman shot 10 black people to death in a racist shooting at a grocery store in Buffalo, New York. Police say a death note was found on Bing's phone stating that he had issues with people at the company and felt harassed and laughed at. And the Uvalde school mom is now suing the gun maker and police department after the massacre. Here's more. The last conversation Sandra Torres had with her 10-year-old daughter, Eliana, was about her nervous excitement over whether she'll make the All-Star softball team. Hours later, Eliana Torres was one of the 19 children and 2 teachers killed in the massacre at their elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. With little closure and few answers about law enforcement's 77-minute wait on May 24th in the school hallway rather than confronting the gunman, Sandra Torres filed a federal lawsuit on Monday against police, the school district, and the makers of the gun that was used in the shooting. In quote, my baby never made it out of the school, she said. There is no accountability or transparency. There's nothing being done. The lawsuit accused the city, the school district, and several police departments of a complete failure to follow active shooter protocols, violations of the victims' constitutional rights by barricading them inside 2 classrooms with the killer for more than an hour. Her suit also names the manufacturer of the AR-styled semi-automatic rifle that the shooter used to fire more than 100 rounds in the horrifying mass shooting. For Sandra Torres, the case is also another way to seek answers about the botched police response. In quote, for 77 minutes they did nothing. Nothing at all, she said. She'll never know what it's like to get married, to graduate, to go to her first prom. In October, the school district has suspended the full police department. And now a Florida woman is suing Kraft for $5 million, saying the Velveeta's shell and cheese product packaging claims for a short time preparedness, but it takes longer than actual time. Now she's suing, saying it's false advertising. On November 18, Florida resident Amanda Ramirez sues the Kraft Heinz company for at least $5 million over what she claims is a fraudulent packaging. Ramirez says that because Kraft Velveeta's shells and cheese microwavable shell pasta takes longer than 3 minutes to prepare, even though the packaging claims it's ready in 3.5 minutes. In quote, to provide consumers with a product that is actually ready in 3.5 minutes, the product would need to be cooked in the microwave for less than 3.5 minutes so that all the preparation steps could be completed in under the 3.5 minute time frame, reads the lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court for Southern California. Kraft Heinz said in a statement, in quote, we are aware of this lawsuit and will strongly defend against allegations in the complaint. And Ramirez has sued individually and behalf of other similar situations, meaning it could lead to a class action settlement. And Spotify Rap is now out. Check who your top artists are, top music, and the rest. Here's more. One of the internet's favorite end of the year tradition is back. The music streaming service Spotify released its annual rap feature Wednesday, marking the start of everyone's, posting their most streamed artists, songs, and albums of the years on social media. Spotify Rap gets data from every user to create both a visual representation of the subscriber's favorite song, music, and artist, and what your most played back song was. By mid-morning Wednesday, hashtag Spotify Rap was already trending on Twitter, with many sharing screenshots of their annual roundup or cracking jokes about it. Some on social media declared this year's roundup the most accurate for Spotify. Spotify says data shown users' most streamed global artist of 2022 was the Puerto Rican rapper Bad Bunny, whose real name is Benito Antonio Martinez. His music was streamed more than 18.5 billion times this year, it says. On Bad Bunny's heels, in second place was the singer Taylor Swift, who was also the most streamed female artist. Spotify also declared Swift, who released Midnight last month, as the most viral artist of 2022. But in third place went to the Canadian rapper Drake, and fourth place went to The Weeknd. In the days leading up to Spotify Rap's release, many tweeted that they were tired of waiting for the results. That's all we have the time for today. Show us your Spotify Rap by tagging us on Instagram and Twitter at _RightNow News, and we'll see you next time.